Calvin Castine at Northeastern Clinton. It's the 9th day of October 2007. This is modified cross country. And yes, they are running away from us. Don't take it personal though. We are at the top of the hill here at Northeastern behind the school. Watching the kids go down the hill and head out to their right. They'll head out toward Prospect Street, Prospect Hill Road. This is the Cougars, and they're being visited by the Saranac Lake Red Storm and the Lake Placid Blue Bombers. Modified runners are taking off first. It's a little cool and it's raining out at the moment, so until we can figure out what the weather's going to be, we're staying kind of close to our vehicle. We'll pick up on these racers as they come back in view. Well, we weren't able to pick up the runners till pretty much we saw bits and pieces of them. Not bits and pieces of the runners, but saw them momentarily here and there. Looks like a young lady is going to set the pace here from Saranac Lake. She's going to be the pace setter. And on the boys' side, it's a Cougar. Girls run the same distance the boys do, so we're going to tell you she's the fastest one on the field at the moment. Folks are wandering down there. They don't have the equipment to worry about. All I had to worry about was drying out myself. I'd be out there too, but the camera gets wet. You can't just put a blow dryer on it and dry it off. And I don't think I'd want to throw it in the clothes dryer. The red and white, those are Red Stormers. The maroon and white are Cougars. And the blue and gold, them's the Blue Bombers. Not sure what we're going to do with the varsity. Well, we got a couple of Cougars coming in here. One after the other. And another one. Day after we celebrated Columbus Day, October 9th. We're just starting our stretch of seasonable weather. We've had unseasonably mild temperatures. Most of the rest of the east, outside of those of us up here and in New England, or even some of the lower New England states are still 80s and 90s. We're right around 50 right now. The weekend, Saturday's high projected to be 46, which is a little too chilly for me, even though it's October. I preferred the unseasonably mild stuff that we had been getting. She got a lot of energy to burn there. She's sprinting. Looks like she saved too much for the end there. Now she's starting to run out of steam. She's coasting in a little bit more. There's a Lake Placid runner. over the weekend it was the Chicago Marathon, and they stopped it. One person died from overheating, had a heart attack, and a couple hundred others were sent to the hospital. If you overheat today, it's entirely your fault. Mother Nature will have nothing to do with it. A mist falling, temperatures cool, not cold, but cool. Lake Placid runner, she had a few more yards to go. Lake Placid would have caught this girl. Look at that. Oh, it's a boy. That boy had a few more yards there. He just waited too long to do his sprint. Another Saranac Lake runner coming in. This girl's still learning how to use an umbrella. She hasn't quite figured it out yet, but I bet you within a year or two she'll have that all figured out. I think I was 15 before I learned how to even open up the umbrella. This may or may not be our last runner, and she's coming in, sprinting in, showing a lot of heart here. Name is Patricia, and coached on by Coach David Cokes. Is sprinting on through. I am going to guess that that is it for the modified runners. And up next we'll have the varsity. Northeastern visited by Saranac Lake and Lake Placid. Now do you suppose there's a reason why there's a fence around these propane tanks here? Looks like whatever reason that fence is there has been forgotten here. But it's protected, about 80% protected here, 3/4, and this part here is protected from the public, so it's 80% secure. There we go, we got varsity coming right up here on Hometown Cable. All's quiet on the northern front. They are doing their last minute warm-up sprints. And momentarily the varsity portion of this tri-meet will take place. Cougars have only had 2 home meets. This is the second. At the first one, the boys took off, and shortly later the girls took off. We'll see if that'll be the case again today. And actually, it's not really, I guess, a tri-meet. It's 3 dual meets happening here. Northeastern is competing with Saranac Lake, 1-on-1. Northeastern is competing with Lake Placid one-on-one, and Lake Placid and Saranac Lake are competing against each other one-on-one. So there are actually 3 races going on at the same time. They used to have dual meets and then have a lot more days that they'd have to be on the bus and all that stuff. So now that they've gone this route, the teams only have 2 home events for every 4 away trips. David Coates making sure that everybody hears what he has to say. It looks like the boys are going to go first, and we'll have the girls. And I'm not sure how long I'm going to stay out here. The rain is not hard, but it's consistent. And eventually, my little canvas cover here that Norton Foster from Custom Canvas made for me many years ago could just get a little too wet. Here we go. Here we go. So we may just get the start and the finish. We may not cover any of them when they come through this area here. We'll see. And down the chute they go. Down the chute they go. There's also a soccer game scheduled here at Northeastern tonight. The JVs were scheduled to play against Sable Valley at 4:30. I'm going to sneak back here just in case the girls are ready. And they are. Here they come. But apparently the Sable JVs boys are no longer operating this year. As we glanced over there, I actually took a ride over there, and nobody there, just a lot of practicing going on. And the varsity boys, the Cougar Sports Network will be covering that for us. And we'll be able to go cover the Champlain Town Board meeting. Sam Castine will be at Shazy tonight. So Hometown Cable, by one method or another, will get this cross-country meet. The Sable Valley and Northeastern boys soccer game, and the soccer game at Shazy, and the Champlain Town Board meeting. So we try to cover as much as we can, and we need your support if we're going to keep this programming coming. A couple of our recent viewer supporters we bumped into on the way down here, the Roush family, and they've got someone in soccer and someone in cross country, and we appreciate their support. And horns are blaring. Sounds like the varsity is arriving here at Northeastern. Looks like we have our leader, Lake Placid. And Lake Placid and Saranac Lake neck and neck. Another Saranac Lake and a Cougar and Saranac Lake neck and neck. We'll watch them come up the chute here, chugging up the hill.
Can't have 3 more than that. Nice job, Pat. Nice job, Pat. Nice job, Xander. Nice job, Aiden. Excellent position. Excellent. Fred, great. Jordan, wonderful. Perfect. Great. Good. That's a terrific spot.
First thing I would do if I were in charge of all this would be put numbers on the uniforms and hand out a program. So folks could know who they're looking at out there.
Nice job, Sammy. Nice job, Lake Placid. Nice job, Lake Placid. That's Placid's 4. You need to keep up with that 4, okay? Go with it, Peter. That's 5 right there, Brian. Okay? That yellow. Come on. Got it. That yellow is there, 5, okay?
Our girl leader will be here momentarily.
Nice job.
Saranac Lake is always, can't say always, but the recent past has certainly always been at or near the top in girls cross country. There's your leader, and second place at the moment belongs to Lake Placid.
Good job, Murray.
And here come the 3 Cougars. This is big for team here. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's Trahan. She's not in third. She is in second place in 2 races.
You look great. You look terrific. Eye forward, okay? You look great. You're doing the extra eye forward.
Out of the way, fella. The girls are coming. These girls are passing this fella. That was good when Frank Woodward used to be here for this. He knew all the kids. Famous Frank Woodward.
Yeah, but I look there with some glasses on. Take a shower with these on, no matter what.
Robbie, how come you're not running?
Ankle.
Same for you?
No, I have just keep standing behind the car.
There comes the last group. I'm not sure if there's a straggler behind these ladies. This would be our last group coming through.
Try to get at all the fluids released and try to get you broken up.
Very does.
They disappear out of sight. They go around the soccer field, the presently idle soccer field, which is unusual. And they'll go up and down and all around, and the leaders will end up coming back in sight. I'm not sure if he is, I think he's got another, yeah, he's got another trip up, then he's going to come back down. That's the leader. And we'll start picking him up when he's running around this area here. Let's see if Rowla's out there causing mischief today. No. Looks like they've got Rowla Parker inside working for a change. And there he is. There's our leader. He is back from wherever it is they disappear to. Looks like he has a good lead over number 2 and 3. So 2 of the top 3 here are Lake Placid. Saranac Lake runner. And around the corner. As we have mentioned in just about all of our prior times that we've covered this, looks like Coupel's the leading Cougar. We don't stay too long here, because if we spend too long here, by the time we get to the finish line, the top runners have made their way through. We'll watch a couple more, then we'll have to head for the finish line.
I think you went the wrong way.
Okay, we're heading for the finish line. We are now at the finish line, and for the moment our view is unobstructed, but very shortly people will crowd that line, and everybody's got to see everywhere, and we don't dare to get any closer to this finish line than what we are. Looks like the Lake Placid fella is going to sprint through and take first, followed very closely by the Saranac Lake guy who led through most of the race. Another Saranac Lake. Saranac Lake and Northeastern. And another Northeastern. Again, each school is competing against each of the other schools in a dual meet. So even though there's 3 schools involved, it's Northeastern against Saranac Lake, Northeastern against Lake Placid, and Lake Placid against Saranac Lake. There's our first Cougar. We don't forget, we'll put up the top 10 finishers at the end of the race. We'll give the team totals and put up the top 10 finishers in the boys and the girls. We don't have the modified results to pull out of the paper, but we do try to remember to put up the boys and girls top 10 along with the team totals. Another sprinter here from Lake Placid and Lake Placid. energy left. Energy to burn. Last race we did see somebody stumble coming down that hill. Particularly on a day like today when the grass is wet. It's a little trickier coming down that hill if you're trying to pick up some speed, and coming down that hill is not as easy as it looks, particularly when it's wet out. Here comes your lady finishers. Looks like it's going to be Lake Placid and Saranac Lake.
Max, don't let him catch you! Don't let him catch you, Max! James, don't let him get away! Don't let him get away, James! Come on, Brittany!
This guy heard him saying, "Come on, Brittany," and he looked over his shoulder. He didn't want to be passed by a girl. Here comes the leading lady for the Cougars, Trahan. She's not in third place. She's second in two dual meets. Good finish there. All right, another guy coming in.
Kick it in!
Saranac Lake runners. It's important to remember that the girls started after the boys did.
Oh yeah, by the way, you spoke my
Told you we'd lose our unobstructed view.
Good work, girls.
Good job, Carly.
Red Stormers coming in. These girls have an individual race going. Turned out to not be as rainy as I'd anticipated it might be, which I'm grateful for.
I'm up. I should feel like some bus. I got my
Well, Saranac Lake shirts almost look like a Japanese flag there,
on the third base, coach.
the rising sun. My guess is it wasn't a World War II veteran who chose those uniforms.
That's Sylvia. My dad is that.
Always makes it a little more interesting when there's an individual race going on at the end like that. I think you're supposed to have less arm movement, but this guy's giving it everything he's got, so we're not going to complain.
He's got a good run. Still got enough energy to stick her tongue out at the crowd.
And they weren't that. Him and the two Saranac Lake guys played away from me.
There's at least one more person out there. She says, "Can I take a hit?" Looks like she's taking the shortcut. She's taking the shortcut. Says, I run far enough. I'm coming in the short way. I can't blame her, I guess. If there's somebody still out there, I'm not sure where he or she is. sure if, doesn't look like they're watching any runners out there, so I'm going to assume that everybody has finished. And if we don't forget, we'll give you the team scores and the top 10 finishers in the boys and girls races. In the meantime, that's the way it was on this 9th day of October 2007. Thanks for watching, and for those of you who understand that this is viewer-supported local television and support our continuing efforts. Hometown Cable TV, worth your support.